Hello. So in a recent post on Luger forums, I started a thread actually entitled Authenticating a Krieghoff Luger, the 10-second test. Maybe a more appropriate title would be Identifying a Fake Krieghoff Luger in 10 seconds or less. So I'll try to demonstrate, see if we can do that 10-second test for two guns. One is in 1940, Krieghoff, and the other is in 1937. So the test essentially talks about, two tests. One is to look at the so-called Krieghoff breech block to chamber gap, and Krieghoffs consistently have this significant or substantial gap in there. And the other one is something very, very new. I talked about this on the forum in about maybe 2.5 years ago. I talked about this very recently as of a couple of days ago. This recess here in the back of the mag well, its purpose is to help insert a magazine with bullets in it, make it easier to slide into the gun. So this has a shape that is fairly wide and elongated. Typically other manufacturers like Erfurt, DWM, Mauser, Simpson have just a small dimple recess over here that is big only. So this is very significant for a Krieghoff. So my point here is that if this is missing, this gap is missing, then we know that the cannon of the gun, meaning the slide, is faked, or it's not authentic. And if this is missing, if we only have a small dimple here, a small recess, that means the frame is not that of a Krieghoff. All right, now those tests, by the way, are not discussed in, or those characteristics of a Krieghoff are not discussed in Gibson's book. He talks about other ways of identifying, the characteristics of a Krieghoff Luger. But those gap test and the recess in the mag well, the shape, are not discussed in Krieghoff's book. So here are the two guns. This is they're unloaded, no mags, and basically nothing in the chamber. So this is safe. And this is the other one. No mag, nothing in the chamber. So we're good. So this is supposed to be 1937 Krieghoff. Okay. And this is a 1940 Krieghoff. And I'm going to basically look at those two features that I just described on the authentic Luger, which is in 1940. Okay, so here we can see the significant gap in there. Okay, and if we look at the bottom of the mag well, you can see that elongated recess over here. Okay, and as I said, this is something to help make it easier for the magazine to go in when you have bullets in it. So this will just, help the mag go in quicker. Okay, so that's the 1940. Now this is as I said, the 1937. So if we look, first of all, so let's try to see if we can do we can deem that this gun is a fake Krieghoff in 10 seconds or less. So here it is. There's no significant gap. So the cannon or the upper is not that of a Krieghoff. And here's the bottom. Okay, you see there's here just a tiny dimple over here, just tiny dimple and or recess, and therefore the frame is not that of a Krieghoff. And there are other characteristics one can look at. This is a DWM frame, by the way. Okay, that's it. So I think those two tests, I was able to go through them and deem this gun as a fake Krieghoff in maybe 10 seconds or so. And this is my shooter. I replaced its grips with those reproduction arrow grips. So this is my nice shooter in style. Now, of course, there are other things that Krieghoff experts can look at and can tell that the gun is not legitimate Krieghoff, like the shape of the font, the 1937 here, the toggle, the width of this anchor is too wide for a real, authentic Krieghoff. Now they're trying to kind of make this also dull or matte black, like in a real Krieghoff, okay? But you don't see like those machining marks, the circular marks that are characteristics of, some of the Krieghoffs. You don't see them here. Okay, so I hope that this helps, and thank you for watching.